Hello, viewers. This is Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot, Astrology and Spirituality. Thank you for your feedback on my previous readings. Thank you also for your kind donations and your warm and supportive comments. Thank you. Okay, so today I've just got a couple of nagging questions. So let's just go right in and ask them. The first one concerns the pardons that Jared Kushner, Trump's son-in-law and advisor at the White House, who received a $2 billion payout from the Saudis not long after he left the White House, talked about being busy with these pardons. Did the president give himself a pocket pardon? Most likely. Will it hold up in court? No. Okay, that's my straight out, cut and dried intuition, but we'll ask the cards there, see what's going on. I think we have to be really specific with our questions. All right, the other one I want to look at is Putin's strategy to literally starve the world, create division in the EU, and somehow get his way. And have we missed the actual real danger of Putin? Well, of course, we haven't missed the danger, but this continued threat to us, have we kind of missed that? Let's see. He called himself Peter the Great, said he'd like to have Estonia. Estonia, of course, is part of NATO, has been since 2004. Just a side note, when I was reading on the French elections, I got this really strong pull that the far left and the left wing would do well. And as it turned out, their candidate didn't get up, but they did choose to vote for Macron in sufficient enough numbers to get him across the line. Looks like for the control of whether he has a majority or not in the parliament, the left wing, or the left, or the far left and the left, I guess, are doing really well. Far better than the right, which is an interesting phenomena. You know, that we go too far to one side and then we bring it back. We don't want to see extremism of any sort. All right, so interesting. Macron is a centralist, but I think he will be held to account in his parliament, at least by large numbers of left-wing politicians. All right, so let's get started with the pardons. Wow, explosive. I guess the question, the Congress people involved in the attempted coup apparently asked for pardon. Pardons are admission of guilt. I don't need to explain that. You know that. Wow, huge. Is that an orb or a bird? A huge white. Anyway, light went by my left side. Okay. Did Trump pardon himself is the question. Did Trump pardon himself? He was throwing them around like hot dinners. Did Donald Trump, the ex-president... Why do Republicans equate with lawlessness? Did Donald Trump, the ex-president, pardon himself? The Four of Coins talks about being insecure. He was certainly insecure about what he was doing, holding things very, very close to his chest. What is a pocket pardon? We wouldn't know about it, would we? And we have the Ace of Wands, so we're going to know about it. The Ace of Wands talks about a new beginning. So insecure, wanting a new beginning. I just get a real pull to he did not want to go to jail. But let's keep going. The Two of Pentacles, having to make these decisions. Who is going to get the pardon and who is not? So not only was he doing his own pocket pardon, he was actually thinking about who he could and couldn't pardon. I think in the time that he had left, he was making those decisions. Interesting. Not all of the congressmen got their pardons. The Hanged Man in the past, so he was stopped. So after January the 6th, because he was stopped in his plans, that's when it accelerated, this pardon spree. The Ace of Pentacles, I think, as crazy as this sounds, this is what's crowning the reading. It's a yes card. As crazy as is the Ace of Wands, so yes and no. So not everybody got a pardon, but did he get one? I think so. I think also, I think there was kind of like money under the table for them. Queen of Wands, yeah, this is in the immediate future. I think they have evidence. I think that January 6th committee has evidence of who got pardons. My goodness. My goodness. You'll hear it from Cheney's lips probably. Let's keep going. The Ten of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Ten of Pentacles. This is this dark money. Did he pardon himself? Pretty much. Delusion versus reality, the truth. Delusion versus the truth is the environment that this question is asked in. King of Pentacles in the hopes and fears. I think he hoped or hopes. That's him. That's my card for the businessman. He approached this as a business opportunity. Can you believe it? We have here the Six of Wands as the outcome. That's the victory card. It's a strong yes. There are cards in the tarot that indicate yes. Ace of Pentacles potentially is crowning this, indicating there might have been money involved. Did he pocket pardon himself? Yes. We have the Seven of Wands clarifying the Six of Wands. The Seven of Wands is defending oneself, holding off the attacks. And we've got the Strength. Yeah, he wanted to, when he left office, the Four of Pentacles summed him up. He was really, really insecure and that he was exposed and he wanted to strengthen his defences. So these are, yes. And the King of Swords is this Saturn energy. It's the investigator and prosecutor. We're going to hear about who wanted pardons, who got pardons, and his own pocket pardon. Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. I think even his children got them. I think when he approached Kellyanne Conway and says, "Do you want a pardon, honey?" I think he pardoned Kushner. He pardoned his own children. He even pardoned Ivanka Trump and he pocket pardoned himself. Not every congressman got them. Some missed out. Some did get them. Let's see if Lindsay Graham got a pardon. Because, you know, I can already say legally they don't have a chance because there are certain criterias around the pardons that would not have been met given they were pardoning themselves while they were committing a crime. So let's have a look. Did Lindsay Graham get a pardon? King of Cups, pretty much. All right. Well, one more card. Temperance, moderation. And we get the Eight of Swords. He was really worried about his liability, particularly in the Georgia scenario where he made that phone call to the Secretary of State as well as Trump. Find the votes. Just find the votes to overturn the election. Okay. I'm not going to go through them all the way, but I will see if Marjorie Taylor Greene, did she get a pardon? She's an interesting one. Some think whether or not it's true that she was the alleged bomber. Marjorie Taylor Greene, did she get a pardon? The Nine of Wands, maybe. It's not a yes nor a no. We have the Eight of Swords. She is extremely paranoid at this time, and well may she be. She's extremely worried about her legal jeopardy. The Six of Cups, the past, something she did in the past. We have here the Star in the past. Okay, so I think she might have, because it gave her hope. Ten of Pentacles, that came up in the here and now. And the immediate, yeah. Now there's a surprise here, a bombshell coming around her. The Empress in the here and now, the abundance, and the Eight of Cups, the loss. Look, as much and all as you think she's on solid ground, she's not. I can tell you, every time I read her cards are terrible. Hopes and fears, temperance, moderation. Ten of Cups, yes. She was one of the ones, like the inner sanctum, that got the pardon. However, justice is on her doorstep, and well might she be insecure about her actions. The cards indicate, and this is for entertainment purposes only, that woman faces an extreme legal jeopardy, exposure, betrayal. So again, people will flip, and someone might have already flipped on her. Okay, interesting. I was just thinking Oath Keepers. All right, let's see if Trump's pardon holds up, pocket pardon holds up in court. I'd be surprised if these cards tell us otherwise. Will Trump's pocket pardon that he gave himself hold up in court? Will Trump's pocket pardon, this is the Crow Tarot, by the way, will Trump's pocket pardon hold up in court? Six of Swords, moving out of troubled waters. Let's just see. King of Cups. Okay, Joe Biden. That's my card for Joe Biden. He's the president. The Sun card, full illumination here. The Three of Wands, in the past, doing the work. Overseas interests. The Tower in the sky. The Tower in the sky. The potentially, he has the Tower. The Four of Wands, we have that's my card for family. It's also my card for the Democrats. The Empress. This is Russia as well. Putin. The Ten of Wands. He's facing more than this. More than this. The Nine of Coins. Hopes and fears. This is around the money. This is showing me more than just. The attempted coup. This is also the big lie and fraud. I get a real pull that Garland's honing in on that. That the big lie was, and he campaigned, financed on that, was actually fraud. Fraud on the donors. The Hermit card. He's under investigation. These aren't good cards. The Eight of Wands. They have much evidence that's going to come forward very, very quickly. He is isolated. The Hermit, that's the other the other aspect of this. He's becoming more and more increasingly isolated, and the Two of Wands, something coming to fruition in time. And we have the Eight of Cups. I've always seen that loss. It's like he turns his back and he walks away. I don't know where he walks to. But this is about cutting his losses almost. The Wheel of Fortune. So we have this change, this Jupiter in Aries. The World card, major karmic cycles. The Ten of Swords and the having to defend himself. So, no, he will face charges. And at this stage, it would be highly unlikely that even if he pardoned himself on certain things, other things would actually get through. So I've always seen him being indicted, and potentially with that Tower oversighting the whole reading. That's what we see coming toward him, and it's not that far away. All right, let's take a look at Putin. There's just more on the plate here than the attempted coup. This speaks of his relationship with Putin. It's interesting. I want to say too that at the time I was reading on Ivanka Trump all those years ago, I said that she would turn on her father, and it took some time, but she actually did. All right, Putin. Will his plan, we already know he's trying to starve the world and divide the support for Ukraine as people face high prices. Will his plan to starve the world and create division, break up the West and the West's support for Ukraine work? Will Putin's plan work? I got a no. Very strong no. 10 of Coins, the inflationary pressures. 10 of Cups, again, allies. Those that are allied to him. Difficult decisions, the 2 of Pentacles. Do we risk having no gas for our industries because we were silly enough to get our gas from Putin? We know he's going to turn off the tap if we do too much. But we also know that next time he could be coming for us. We also know that creating starvation in certain continents will ensure asylum seekers and refugees flooding over borders. We know that. And that's going to hurt us politically as well. So we know we need to do something about Putin. This is Scholz and Macron. The 10 of Wands. It's actually, has he bitten off more than he can chew, if I can just put it like that? Has he spread himself too thin? When do the sanctions against Russia start to bite? It's an inevitability. What he's done, unless he's stopped, is an inevitability. But I see an ending here. An inevitable ending here. The Ace of Wands in the immediate future, part of his plan. Yes, it was part of his plan. The Knight of Cups, offering something. Part of pushing Ukraine to accept some kind of deal. The 7 of Swords in the environment around. Theft, stealing, lies. They better be careful what they do, and I think they know it, because Scholz and Macron are going to visit Kyiv, which is what they should have done in the beginning. Page of Swords in the hopes and fears. That can be spy in the camp. That can be revelations coming out. I feel some of them have been talking to Putin in a closer way than what we think. Page of Pentacles, yeah. So it's not going to work in a big way. It's not the King of Pentacles, but it can have an effect, a smaller effect. Would that be enough? Page of Cups. So something surprising us. What's going to surprise us? Death. Endings. So I do see an end for Putin. And I do see an ending of the invasion of Ukraine, ultimately. Some event is coming, and I'll leave that for another reading, that we can't foresee right now. Could be the collapse, total collapse of parts of the Russian economy. There's something like an inevitability here. And we have the Two of Cups. He wants commitments and contracts that they will move into lockstep with him over Ukraine. Nine of Cups. The underlying energy is he wants his wish fulfilled. He is the King of Pentacles. We do have the World card. Endings, beginnings, major endings of cycles. And the Nine of Pentacles, yeah. He is hitting the allies where it hurts financially, hoping to divide and conquer. It will only work to a certain extent. And something occurs that surprises us, which ends this. What is that? Is that his death? Possibly. All right. Or it could be the Allies stepping up, understanding the inevitability of throwing their lot in with Putin. All right, that's it for now. There's a few questions there, that nagging questions. In terms of the week going forward, we've got more hearings from the January 6th committee in the US, and they will be tying evidence to Trump for an attempted coup. The pocket pardons, or the pardons, are just part of the evidence and consciousness of guilt. Thank you for tuning in.